Yo, Sigma here. So, today's opponents in Gold League are fairly difficult, real tanky to be entirely frank. Not gonna lie, it took me a few tries to get a win recorded. And I just have a policy of only showing wins, just because. Like, comment, and or subscribe if you feel like it, or if you're enjoying this. Maybe for some extra birthday clout I got from yesterday. I start off, you'll notice I've actually switched to a typed build. The newest update that's coming out is really going to make the neutral build even harder to build and make viable, unfortunately, as much as I love it. I've also got a different EX skill loadout today because I just needed to have a finisher ready for just about everything that came out on the field, more or less. You'll notice me switching between hybrid and hybrid, semi-auto, and so on, and that's mostly to conserve when my AIs fire off the EX skills. Oftentimes I would find that I would fire one off and it was more than enough to kill whatever it is, and then the AIs would fire one off and it would just miss because they don't know better. So that's why I switch to hybrid very often, because in semi-auto and auto, yeah, it's fine to let them fire while you're in the middle of a sequence, and then I switch back to manual before the cutscene is over. We only have one finisher ready, though, in this first round, it seems like, to get the final wave. But I don't think that it actually does me any real harm. I'm still kind of watching what the enemies are doing in my off time while I'm sitting here watching the AIs fail. Or I'm watching myself forget that I had it on manual still. Human errors. This second run is fairly similar to the first one. I don't get a better score, though, but you get a fairly decent chance to see what the enemies are doing. It's fairly typical in the first round for the defenders to bounce EX skills and basic attacks. So it's going to be a little bit difficult from time to time to hit them if they decide to bounce whatever you're firing at them. I decided to buff up really early in this one just because I want to be dealing maximum output in damage. Which is one of the reasons why I have the super form skills there in the first place. Meanwhile, I loaded out the rest of my team with a bunch of heals so that I could survive, because I don't have the tank ability to do it, to be entirely frank, nor do I have the cooldown to do it. I've got about a 40% cooldown on this entire team for the most part, more or less, and I do a lot better, I think, in my opinion, in this final wave on the final round, because I had all the EX skills ready right at the start. But it seems to take a while to kill them, and that absolutely missed because I think they blocked or they were in an invincibility frame. I'm not sure which. That's a very annoying trend to happen. So I was going to mention that I have a suspicion about what's going on with the cooldown builds, and I think it's a glitch, to be entirely frank. I've never built one myself because I just don't have the parts for it, but I suspect what's going on is an overflow error, a buffer overflow error. Because when in programming, when a value is more than the program is able to calculate or has available for that value, it will overflow and either become zero or become completely unknown. So I think it's a glitch, and I hope they fix it. Anyway, thanks for joining me.